Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Red Carpet Gaming. Obviously you read the title. I'm doing everything wrong with Machine Gun Kelly's Rap Devil. I'm doing a reaction to that, so let's get into it without any further ado.
Trigger warning, motherfuckers. I'm critiquing MGK's diss on Eminem Rap Devil. So just because you're a big MGK fan doesn't mean you have to come to this video talking all kinds of shit. I've uploaded this video once today thinking, people might understand the sarcasm that the video had and the comedic humor that it had. But I don't know why the fuck I thought people on the internet would be understanding and smart about a video. So here's your fucking trigger warning, okay? I talk this massive shit about MGK in this and everything.
I like him already just because his fucking attitude.
The music. And everything about Rap Devil. This doesn't mean I don't like the song. I actually enjoyed
his
the song,
humor's hilarious
but this video is talking about everything bad about it. I actually planned to do a video on everything good about the song, but people just jumped to all kinds of massive conclusions.
I'm gonna do a reaction to that as well, because there were really good shit on that song.
You guys don't
actually
know
only two good things I found.
So here's your trigger warning, you snowflake trigger happy fairies out there. Enjoy the fucking video.
Great intro, guy.
5 seconds of World Star letting you know that this video is World Stars because World Star, and that's what World Star does. Slow cinematics of Machine Gun Kelly eating a mysterious substance out of a paper bowl. What's in the bowl? Cereal? Oatmeal? The tears of Eminem? I fail to see the significance of the scene and what it does for the music video as a whole. Was the budget for this video like $10? So far, we've seen a 99-cent paper bowl and a $6 shovel. Somebody grab some clippers.
Yeah, the spoon and bowl, you could buy a pack of 100 of those for less than $1.
The greatest rapper alive is challenging your career, and you open with an insult from the mind of a toddler?
Yeah. His beard is not actually that bad at all. I've seen worse.
You right. Dad's always mad, cooped up in the studio, yelling at the mic. MGK yelling at the front of a car, thinking it's a microphone. You're sober and bored, huh? If you don't do drugs,
oh my god, this guy would be amazing at Cinema Sins.
So far, the disses have been that his beard is weird and that he is a bitch. It's as if the disses have elevated from toddler to pre-teenage. Is this character development? I'm mad about something I said in 2012, took you 6 years and a surprise album just to come with a diss.
Okay, first of all, what he said in 2012 was he was complimenting on Twitter on Eminem's daughter Haley that she was fucking hot. He said, I'm paraphrasing it, but he said, something about Haley, she's fucking hot, but I'm saying this in the most respectful way because Eminem is the king. But Haley was 16 at the time, and MGK was 22, or he was, statutory age. That's what it was. So I wouldn't take it light either. I'd probably shoot your ass. I wouldn't make a diss track. So MGK's getting off easy by Eminem making his Pac-Man MGK diss. By the way, yes, Pac-Man is the theme for the entire MGK diss. I've heard the instrumental. He worked Pac-Man into it. Oh my god. Eminem is gonna kill you. I've heard the diss, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
Machine Gun Kelly surprised Eminem waited 6 years to finally diss him after calling his 16-year-old daughter hot, even though Eminem's diss was mostly about recent events and barely about the 2012 incident at all. Also, his daughter was fucking 16 at the time when he was 22. Statutory rape is an 8-year sentence, so 8 sins is appropriate. Homie, we get it. We know that you're the greatest rapper alive. Machine Gun Kelly forgets he's in the middle of a diss track. Fucking dweeb, all you do is read the dictionary and stay inside. Machine Gun Kelly reverts back to his toddler insults. Also, why the fuck is this still here? We get it, World Star. This is your YouTube channel, and this is your website on this music video that is on your YouTube channel.
I only put World Star on my tags just because of that reason.
MGK forgets the devil used to be an angel in heaven, but was cast down to hell to burn for all eternity because he tried to overthrow God and failed miserably. Ah, the irony. You're sick of them sweatsuits and corny ass, let's talk about it. This is one of the only choruses I've ever heard that has a severe amount of autotune for somebody that's not even singing. Also, he says he's tired of Eminem's sweatsuits and corny hats. It's as if this track was ghostwritten by a 12-year-old kid. All of us single dads from the Midwest, we can talk about it. Or we can get girly, I'll size up your body and put some white chalk around it. How is both of them being a single dad from the Midwest a diss? Also, this chorus is nothing but filler disses. You can take it all and plug it into a different diss track and it would work for the most part.
Oh my god. True.
He's already talked about Eminem's age once, so why is he doing it again? It's as if he's already run out of material and it's only the second verse.
Yeah, if Eminem has a reply, you don't have to reply, MGK. You already had a material.
I know you can't stand yourself, bro. Trying to be the old you so bad you stand yourself. Holy shit.
That was one of the hardest ones I've heard.
This entire time, but that was probably
the
real
some shit you can't stand up,
I'm taking away 10 cents just for that.
Like the only 3 things I liked about the MGK diss, like, I think it was good, but the only thing is, you want to be the old you so bad you stand yourself. Your knees weak from old age. The real some shit you can't stand up. And hey, Rabbit, I see you're nervous. I see Mama Spaghetti all over your sweater. I wish you lose yourself in the wreckage you made a decade ago. They were better. Those were the only 3 bars that I would actually count as good when you're going against the greatest rapper of all time. Like, this is Eminem you're going against. You're gonna have to come with something way harder than that. Like, you're gonna have those 3 types of bars, but you're gonna have to have it every fucking punchline, every bar. You can't have filler and then like one good bar. He had 3 verses. He had 3 good bars that I just named. Basically, he just had 1 good bar per verse. That's the reason you're gonna die, because Eminem doesn't use filler.
But I'm adding one more because this World Star Hip Hop watermark is still there. Let's leave all the beef in the 50, please. After pushing 50. Rhyming 50 with 50. Also, this is the third time
That's
he's
an
talked about
unforgivable
Eminem's
rhyme.
old age, and it's only a
That's a
minute and a half
sin
into the
that
track.
no one cannot rhyme the same words.
Can't take a fucking joke. Considering his daughter was only 16 at the time that you called her hot, I wouldn't take it lightly either. Neither would the American justice system. Don't have a heart attack now.
You be getting your shit pushed in, boy.
Knees weak or old age. The real Slim Shady can't stand up.
Ironically, because of that bar, I've got to say, like, if MGK, like, since MGK did that, he's lucky that he's actually getting rewarded for, talking about Eminem's daughter, because he's doing a diss with him, and that's bringing him a ton of attention, as opposed to what could have happened. M could have, reported it to the police, and MGK could be getting fucked in the ass so hard to, by this point, MGK couldn't stand up. So I think that's funny, personally. But let's get back into it.
I'm just curious to see how many different ways he can call Eminem old. Hello, Marshall. My name's Colson.
Me too.
You should go back to Recovery. Earlier, he talked about how Eminem's selfies
Recovery
were as
was
bad
good.
as his last 4 albums.
Fuck
Recovery
all you guys.
was only 3 albums.
All
So is he calling
Eminem's
Eminem
albums are
cute?
good. I even liked Recovery. I wouldn't give Recovery a 4 out of 5, but it's good.
Younger me, except he dresses better and I'm ugly. Really? A 5th old joke in the first 2 minutes? Also, MGK
That's like the
reverts back to his
12th one.
toddler insults.
Like,
At this point, I wouldn't be
Jesus.
surprised if you heard UGLY, you ain't got no alibi.
Oh my God. That would be
For less
great.
than 20 seconds on one song of a 13-song album. I can name a handful of other artists that he talked about way more than Machine Gun Kelly on this album. But you're just a bully acting like a baby, so I gotta read you a nursery. A nursery book at any dollar store is less than 99 cents. I'm beginning to
He
think
probably
they just
ran
found
out of money with the shuffle budget.
dumpster earlier. Ride a shotty cause I gotta roll this dope. It's a fast road. What the fuck does this have to do with anything at all? It's like MGK
That's what I wondered when I first heard the song.
And never used it and decided
Like, what
to
the
throw
fuck
it on
does
this,
that have to do with the
which is very
diss?
strange considering this song already has a hook that is
And
repeated
the
4
auto-tune
different
is
times. To me,
real.
soft as a feather cliche. You got an Oscar, damn. Can anyone else get some food in their mouth? Machine Gun Kelly saying he's jealous of Eminem without him.
I find it funny how whenever MGK is doing that, he has nothing in his mouth, basically symbolizing, well, if it can either go one of 2 ways. I mean, which I'm pointing out the irony is, like, can anyone get their food in their mouth? Well, they can't when your hand is empty, MGK. And the fact that MGK is doing that, symbolizing he isn't even getting any food in his mouth because Eminem's, doing that. Well, if you wanna get some food in your mouth, you wanna feed your kids, MGK, make better records, dumbass. Don't blame Eminem because you're incompetent. He is the greatest of all time. Stop saying that he is and stop bitching and moaning. Write better lyrics. Take more time. Take more thought. There's no shame in it. It doesn't mean Eminem only puts out like 1 album a year and then sometimes even less than that. But when they come out, when he drops an album, it's fucking sick because he takes the time and shit. Take more time. Try to take a new approach with your music. I'm not saying change your style or whatever, but try to change like 10% of your approach. See what it'll do a lot for you. I've done the same thing, and I sell more music than you, MGK. So let's get back into this.
Getting better with time. It's fine. Eminem, put down a pen.
Oh,
that's a spoon.
Yes, that's a spoon. That's actually very fucking funny. But Eminem is getting better with time. And I can prove it. I mean, hell, I'll even prove it. I'll even, tickle your guys' nuts a little bit. Everyone says Revival sucked. Okay, I'll agree with you for the sake of this argument. Yeah, it sucked. Kamikaze, everyone's saying that's like Eminem's best album so far. Well, I say that's Eminem's best album, period, excluding the Marshall Mathers LP and some shitty LP. Those, you ain't going to touch them. You're not going to touch those fucking albums. And I loved Encore and Eminem Show. Those 4 albums, fucking amazing. They basically were my, childhood. From when I was 8 years old all the way up to, I don't even know. But basically, I lived with Eminem's music through my entire life. Like, every Eminem song that in the world that exists, I have a memory, just like all of you have, that I remember when I first heard that, each and every one of the songs, I remember where I was when I heard the song. So every song that Eminem has ever made gives all of us a memory of like, oh, I was here, I was with so-and-so when I first heard that song. And then, when I went and bought the album, you never forget when you go and buy an Eminem album. I never forget. I remember when I went and bought Revival and, Eminem LP2 and all that. I remember every time I ever bought one. But, I mean, you got to do something like that. Like, most people don't even, take that consideration. But if you're an artist such as a caliber of Eminem, Nas, Jay-Z, all those other people, then you have the ability to make people not only love your songs, remember your lyrics and whatnot, but to be able to remember oh, the very first time they heard that song, they remember, that entire, event, where they were, what they were talking about. It's basically you're creating people, you're helping people create very amazing memories, because I mean, I don't think there are, times when, you're going through some tough shit and then you listen to a song and then it gets burned in your fucking head. That's happened to me like once or twice, but it's neither here nor there. But like, if you're able to do that, you're able to communicate with your fans by putting memories in their head just by releasing the songs, and it has nothing to do with really, you know, the initial setup of putting out the song. You're actually having people remember the events in their lives. Some songs put bonds between people. Like, there was a Eminem song that came out when me and my dad were fishing one day. I believe it was when I'm trying to remember specifically. It was when Relapse came out, and I first heard "We Made You." It was on the radio, and I had no idea it was Eminem, because all I could hear was, at first I heard the chorus, and we were out on the boat, and we were fishing that day, and my dad's right here. I have a picture of him, but he passed right before I turned 19. He passed on December 9th or December 11th. I don't remember, because my grandma passed on December 9th or 11th. One passed on the 9th, one passed on the 11th, and I got them mixed up. I'm dyslexic, I have dyslexia, all that shit. But like, we were fishing, so all I could hear is, when you walk through the door, it, you were clear to me, or whatever, the chorus for "We Made You," and then I could hear, Eminem rapping, and that, memory burned into my head. And that's like a memory that every time I hear "We Made You," I actually cry a little bit, because, that brings me back to actually the very last time that I ever went fishing with my father before he passed away. And he died at 46. Everyone dies way too young. I mean, it's still happening. It's even happening worse. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. He died at 26. I'm 26. I mean, it's not, it's fucked up that good people die young, and the fucked up people that are pieces of shit live on to be, the people who break records, like the oldest people in the world, to live to 120. It's ridiculous. The good-hearted people should be the ones living better, but it's whatever. Let's get back into this, guys.
How could I even look up to you? You ain't as tall as me. 5'8", I'm 6'4". More toddler
I'm
insults.
6'4"
Also,
as
MGK
well,
wants the world to
and
know that
I
he
would
knows how to
lump
use
your
Google.
ass.
Last time he shot 8 Mile was at home on a treadmill. 8 miles is an extremely long distance to run. I understand that you're trying to bring up
I
that
can't
Eminem
run 8
doesn't actually
miles
go the
not
8
on
mile
a
in
treadmill.
Detroit,
That
but I feel
shit.
like there was a different way you could have said that without giving him a compliment that is well beyond the average person. Text me the Addy, I'm pulling up scratching. Maybe
You have
somewhere in Lick's Fight
exponential
cliche.
cardio,
Yeah, there's a
and
difference
that's what
between
you
us. I
just
got
said.
all of my shit without Dre producing me. This is true.
Okay, that I've always had a problem with that bar. I got all my shit without Dre producing me. That, yeah, it's true. But yeah, Dr. Dre, like, that's not even a diss. Like, to say, hey, Dre produced my albums, that's big. Like, that is the best person. If I wanted anyone to produce my shit, I would want Dre to produce it. That's like the best producer in the fucking world. I mean, you got Jimmy Iovine, you got Dr. Dre, you got fucking even Ronnie that did this MGK's beat for this, and he did Eminem's, I believe, either The Ringer or Not Alike. I'm not sure. Carrie, quit. I'm not sure which song. I forgot. I haven't even bought Kamikaze yet, which is fucked up, because I usually buy every Eminem album the day it comes out. I actually went to Target and I went and tried to buy it about a couple weeks ago, but that's when it dropped on iTunes, and I thought, it drops on iTunes. I mean, on Eminem's Twitter it said available now, so logically, I went to the store, but they didn't have it, and then I looked it up when I got home and saw it comes out on the 7th. So, but I have to wait until I get paid. But I'm slowly finding every song I need on YouTube. I don't really give two shits about the romantic songs anymore, about him talking about like women. I don't really give two shits about those songs anymore. I haven't listened to The Greatest yet, Normal Guy, or Normal, Good Guy, Nice Guy, which I don't plan on listening to those last two. And I think him and Joyner Lucas. Joyner Lucas, I like that. I love his music. Like he has a song called "I'm Not Racist." That's I love that song. I love the video. This guy really he's a fucking artist. Like all of you people out there who probably don't know who Joyner Lucas is, look up his music. This dude knows what he's doing. He is he's not just an MC. He's not a rapper. He's an MC, and there's a difference between a rapper and an MC. Eminem is an MC. MGK is a rapper. An MC can actually connect with the fans in a way that a rapper can't. A rapper can just rap. I mean, I can easily rap, but I'm an MC. I actually make art. When you're able to make art, and if you look at his "I'm Not Racist" video, like that is really art. And I mean, when you put art and you put truth right next to each other, it makes the most beautiful thing. And then you throw in music, you throw in whether it's a painting, you throw whatever type of art that you're into. It's simply extraordinary. So, but let's get back into this video.
Dre did not produce Machine Gun Kelly, but P. Diddy did, who's arguably one.
Yeah, and my ADD fucking got me distracted too much that I was actually going to bring that up after I was done talking about what I just finished, is that P. Diddy produced his shit, which is not really that much of a difference. P. Diddy is nowhere near the level of production like Dr. Dre, but you're still getting someone, you know, famous to produce your shit. You being an underdog, you're an underground person, or, you know, being lower tier, getting someone up top to produce your shit. Eminem getting Dre to produce your shit, you getting P. Diddy. Come on, you're a hypocrite. You're just jealous that you got P. Diddy and you didn't get to get Dre. Stop acting like a bitch.
One of the most known people in the music business of all time.
Alright, he fucked one rapper's girl this week. Don't make me call Kim.
MGK just proves he's nothing but an asshole.
That was an okay bar. That was okay. I don't even know how that even happened. But okay, guys, thank you and stay tuned. And I will be coming out with some gaming videos. Let's see. Reactions. I'm going to do a ton of videos today. Today is going to be the day that I've done uploaded the most videos I've ever done in a day, which I'm just starting, but Simon didn't do it that often, but he had a busy schedule. You know, now that I'm here and I'm no longer him, I have a different schedule, so I can do this a lot more. I'm actually trying to take this into full time, so you guys, I will be doing reaction videos to pretty much whatever. Just, you know, comment down below on what you would like to see me react to. I mean, hell, I even react to one of my own videos. I mean, even one of Simon's videos, like Red Carpet's videos. I mean, that would be weird, but it's whatever. I'm just throwing out ideas. I'm just shooting shit. But, you know, for music, movie trailers, blase, 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 everything. But like, comment, subscribe, share, or you don't have to. I just want you guys to enjoy my content. But I would really appreciate it if you would. And turn on the notification bell, and then you will know whenever I go live, because what I'm going to start doing now is I won't be uploading videos, like recording and then, you know, later on upload it. I will be doing what I'm doing now, which is live streaming. I will basically pick the topic of, okay, what's this video going to be? Live stream, do that video, cut it off like I'm doing this one. Basically all my videos will be in this fashion that you're seeing right now. And after that, like, I will figure out when, after I get my, you know, my new microphone, new camera, all that, things will change, and, you know, quality and quantity will go up. So I appreciate you guys for everything, and I love all of you, all 13 of you. You were awesome. You make me who I am today. You're the reason I do all of this, the reason I'm trying to come up with new content to make. So, I mean, shoot some ideas at me. I'll take them in consideration. Hell, I'll probably just do all of them anyways, because, I mean, you never know which ones will actually hit and get more hits, so you never know unless you try. And like Eminem, you know, Eminem once said, like, don't be scared to do something that doesn't seem that great, or may seem kind of stupid, because it may lead on to something greater later on. But he was talking about rhymes, you know, something not that good, or it may sound stupid, but later on it might become something great. Which I know what line he was specifically talking about. That's on the Kamikaze album, but that'll be in another video when I talk about like Eminem's thinking process and how he made his last few albums, because I have a really in-depth thing about how Eminem made those albums. Like, I'm really in that motherfucker's head. So, and I really want to share that with you guys, but that would be maybe in a week, because I'm doing like a ton of these other videos, and then I will build up to that one. So thank you guys. I already said all the other bullshit. Tune into the next one. It will be about 10 minutes. Love you guys. Peace.